Level Up Showbiz Saturday with entertainment guru Noel Ferrer.
So, nakaset na po ang dinner. So, 2 Saturdays from now with the mega star. At yun, mahal na mahal ka raw niya. We have to like say that. Oo naman, nangyari na in with the superstar. Talagang kompleto yung tribute. And we have to like have the last movie tackled. And the one with Love Diaz. So, yun, yan yung nagpalapit sa'yo kay Meryl Streep. Di ba? If at all.
Hindi ba natin if-phone tayo?
Meryl Soriano on the line.
Pinis pa talaga, Noel.
Okay, so yun. So how was it?
Oh, wala. Tameme ako. Yan, awestruck.
Highlight of your being an actress. Yun talaga.
I wish I had talked to her some more. I regret not. Because I didn't want to step in front of the line.
Yeah.
And it was of course John Lloyd and Piolo and Love. And she really spent talking to Love. And that was his moment naman. It was the Alfred Bauer film.
Pero at least, no, you had that moment.
Just watching her talk and listening to her very soft, ethereal voice.
Yeah.
So I continue to celebrate her birthday while she continues to celebrate mine. Because I'm born June 21, she's born June 22.
Ay, ang galing naman.
And there's a change of, iba yung time difference, di ba?
Ang galing. So, para pwedeng parehong birthday naman pala. And what did you get from her? Parang learnings?
Her being so herself, so ethereal, so comfortable, so...
At kahit anong role.
You mean, I thought in person?
In person and idol.
Wala, yun talagang wala siyang
pwedeng magmamamilya. Yun talaga walang limitasyon.
Grabe, I've started to watch Big Little Lies again now because of her, and my goodness, not one episode she always comes up with a highlight scene. That's only hers. And ang maganda kasi, she really works on her physicality.
That's true.
Which,
well-preserved, kapatid.
Oo naman. And
talaga.
even if, ang ganda nga ng skin pero nagtaka ako dito sa Big Little Lies, nagkakaroon na siya ng maraming lines. Obviously, it's done prosthetically. So wala siyang pakialam, she has to look buck teeth. She added the tooth, a set of teeth. She changes herself
At
physically.
parang ikaw, wala kang problema ng ganon.
Wala rin. Kaya lang nga, ang akin lang, sana magkaroon tayo ng isang departamento na magaling ang mga physical changes. And her stylist and designer of her changes has been working with her from the very, very beginning.
Yun magaling talaga.
Routine na talaga siya.
Oo, tsaka magagandang mga wigs, yung book na sa Devil's Wear Prada. Devil Wears Prada is a wig.
Yes.
It's a wig.
Pero hindi halata.
So after attending all those international film fests, parang sabi mo, there's a bigger world out there that we have to conquer as Filipino filmmakers, no?
Definitely.
Yun. So, parang ako, it brought you closer. How was it working with Love Diaz?
Rock and roll.
Rock
and roll. It was scary. Because hindi kanya talaga direct.
Correct.
Do your thing. But
parameters lang yung bibigay. O dito, wala rin?
Yung blocking. Pero he lets you go. And Tagalog na Tagalog din kasi.
Ang Tagalog.
Yes. Ang aking Achilles heel. Hindi ka makaka-adlib. So, yung isang konting eksena ko lang, paulit-ulit kong ginagawa. Kasi pag magkamali ka, he'll start it from the beginning.
Ang tanong ko, yung asong yun,
oh my God,
kailangan ba talaga yung asong yun?
Nakakainis talaga to si Love. Kasi I just received, he was my dog.
Yes.
And I had just gotten him as a gift.
Yes.
And that was the time when Ralph had just passed, my brother.
Yes.
So parang he was my emotional support.
Correct.
Siguro na, I don't know, maybe I didn't realize, maybe I was sounding like a diva. I was trying to find out if I can bring my dog, if the hotel will take my dog. Okay naman sila ng ano. I even inquired sa airline kung tatanggapin. So nag-road trip na lang ako para
makasama mo yung aso. Understandable naman siguro emotional crutch, di ba? Parang gano'n.
Yeah, ewan ko kay Love, ewan ko kung pinag-iinitan niya talaga ako or he was just being sarcastic or what. Sinama ko talaga. So, pinayagan naman ako na isama. And when I got to the set, I remember first day shooting ko was my birthday.
Okay.
Kala mo ba ako yung una niyang kinunan? Hindi. Yung aso ko.
Oh my God!
So ako yung naging stage mom. Hendrix, here, look here.
May talency ba ang aso mo?
Feeling ko pinagtripan ka. Oo naman.
Hindi pa ako masyadong kilala ni Hendrix. Mas kilala nga niya yung yaya ko. So every time I'd have to hold him, he would squirm while I'm trying to say the lines in deep Tagalog. So I couldn't concentrate. And we were throwing pili nuts on the floor so we could give him the lot so he won't move. He just gave me all the challenges.
Doon. Pero ito, this is what brought you to Berlin. At least that.
I had to force myself.
Okay.
Nahiya daw.
Kasama ako sa Berlin.
Yeah,
Ayun.
sabi niya, no, kasi you're business class.
Okay lang.
Okay lang.
Nandyan si Meryl Streep. Yun talaga.
So hanggang sa nakakuha daw sila ng funding dahil yun, lahat
Yun
na
nga.
kami sumama.
Would you like to work with him again?
Yes,
Oo.
if he wants to work with me.
Oh,
Again. And I told him, the last thing he said to me was, alam ko na pala pag ikaw na, 1 month before bibigay ko yung script. Please, para
Pero sa kanya
ma-memorya.
naman,
Because of
di
the
ba,
Tagalog.
wala naman, nagre-revise din on the spot.
Flying pages.
Yeah.
Buti na lang meron siyang saklolo sa akin kasi I didn't do so well. I felt I didn't do well with that first scene nga because of the dog, the pili nuts, and the Tagalog. So he gave a flying page to me and Alex so that Alex
okay.
and I naman could have a scene together.
At least. Well, we'd want
I
to like
think I
get
did
your
well.
wisdom on showbiz issues
Kung
like
meron
burnout,
man.
kapatid.
Burnout.
Oo.
oy.
Lahat dumadaan kayo sa ganyan. So what do you do?
I travel. I get out of the scene. I go to nice places. I try to get inspiration again from.
So you cannot avoid it.
No,
You cannot.
Many
What's your
times.
advice to young people who experience that?
Try to find time to be with yourself and take a break.
Ganda.
Always meditate and get back into the center of your wonderfulness and your amazingness, and always find something again that inspires you. I
Ang
just
ganda.
read an article recently about looking at something that always brings you in awe. Once you have that feeling of awe and marvel at something, then nabubuhay na naman yung
Break
loob
the routine.
mo.
No? Yes. Ganda. Next, longevity and reinvention. You believe in that? Dati kasi when you were younger, wala kang pakialam
Wala.
dyan.
Yeah.
Banat
Yeah.
lang ng banat. Now,
Yeah.
you're after quality, no? More
Now
than...
quality and nothing more than giving back to something more significant
true,
and not
that's
just
true.
doing soap and doing the lines, just giving something that's more
galing.
meaningful
Okay, yes.
and more of a contribution to issues and to
Yes.
social awareness, to environmental issues.
So, yun yung advocacies that you lend your voice to, at
I would
least.
like that, especially in environment. And of course, as much as possible, though as frustrating as it is, in terms of the environment in the industry and the
working environment,
working
yes, true.
setups. yeah.
Star system. Is it still there? The availability of stars?
Yeah, I think so. The studio beat it. The studios, I think.
But then the
networks.
indie films have leveled off everyone, di ba? Parang star ka nga dyan sa mainstream, pero at least when you, pag awards, the indie films are able to like get the really good actors and actresses.
Yes, but in terms of the star and the bankable names that would help push the indie, it's still
That's
hard to
true.
get them. Because
Ganda, no?
they're
From
all
the judge of Starstruck. That's
still
true.
they're under contract, even if they
Yes,
wanted personally.
yes,
You still
yes.
have to pass to the producers, and then they'll end up wanting to co-produce the indie film, and that's something
That's
that you
it.
don't
Parang
want.
ikaw yun. Parang ikaw yun ang ginawa mo. Now, proliferation of rom-coms. Pero ngayon medyo nawawala na, no? Parang it has to be a good rom-com for people to watch it.
A
Hindi
good
na lang.
story. I watched
Always,
the
no?
biggest blockbuster recently, the phenomenal the House of Us. Is that it?
Oh, yun na.
I saw it on the plane.
Yes, kumapit tayo sa ano
I
niya.
love the story.
Ah,
I enjoyed
yun
the way it was
yun.
made. Well, Kathy has always been a prolific
Oo naman,
director.
totoo rin
She
naman.
knows how to tell these stories. I think it boils down to stories,
Okay.
timing.
Yes. So, dapat,
But
and
I think Love Team still thrives.
nandun pa rin. Ikaw ba? Kanina pa ka ni Love Team?
Never.
Yun na nga.
Saan
Never
hanggang
ka hindi
ngayon?
mo dinaanan
Wala.
yun.
Kaya nga now I play roles, wala pa rin mga
Character,
I don't have
oo.
partners. Lagi mo na akong boyfriend.
O mamaya, suggest lang kayo ha. Next. Okay.
Sino pwedeng para sa akin?
Everything
Wala.
going digital. Are you ready?
Yeah, well, I'm having...
Creating your own content.
Yes, that's where I want to head. Yeah.
okay.
Which connects to longevity. It's not so much
Yes.
longevity, but continuing to do what I love to do.
Yes.
This is all I know, Noel.
That's true.
I'm
That's
not
true.
an entrepreneur. I'm not a business person, right? But
Okay.
it's quite an interesting sphere and
Yes.
platform to get to know and understand. Because
Yes.
now, these young kids, how the hell are they becoming billionaires in this?
That's true.
IT
Post lang ng
scenario?
kapost, di ba?
Billionaire. Teka, paano yan? Influencer na, dami ng mga freebies.
Yes.
It comes so easy. It's all about celebrity and personality.
And then eventually you see yourself like doing content of your own.
Yeah, but...
Kasi di ba, sa Facebook mo, di ba, the things that the
Mahilig ako.
actor should do. Yung mga ganon, do's and don'ts. Yung mga ganon. Uy, maganda yun, ha?
Yeah, at saka I think it's also going along with the times, which keeps me young. No, I would like to think that I'm still young because that's how everybody starts going and moving towards that. So mga barkada ko yung mga millennials, yung mga Jamie, my assistant, they're all like into all this techie stuff. Yeah, I have to keep up with the times, di ba?
Si Cherie ba affected ng inflation? Then, have you scaled down your life?
God has been good.
That's
God
good.
has always been good, and I admit there are times I wish I could learn my lesson in saving. But I guess for as long as the patterns exist, it's still a lesson I still have to learn.
Okay.
Kasi ako walang pikit mata pagdating sa mga anak ko eh. Pag kailangan kong bisitahin.
Travel.
Yeah, mahal pumunta sa New York. So, yeah, and thank God, God is so good to me.
Galing.
Makes me sa klolo.
Si Cherie ba kailangan may lalaki?
No.
Hindi naman. Hindi naman.
Now at this point, I don't think so.
Pero hindi ka ba nesting that your children, ngayon si Shawi, gano'n, yung mga anak na pupunta na si Kaki, pupunta ng New York, ganyan, may sarili na silang buhay. Parang in the end, you'll be left alone.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm really not so alone. I have very good friends and family around me who I've created and developed friendships and relationships with. So they're there. I know I have a lifeline in many other
Lessons
areas.
on friendships in the industry. Game in general. Ayan, maganda yan. From Cherie Gil.
Wow. I've been burned
That's true.
a few times recently. I don't really connect that easily ever since I was a child because my family has always been my barkada. They're in the business, diba? So every time it's been my family lang talaga. And that's about it. And so when I stepped out of that circle and reached out, I was with Shawi and Dina, and that's basically the group of friends that I've also made.
And same age, same values.
Same values. So I've
with
tried.
the younger ones na lang.
I think it's different with the younger ones. I don't think they'll want to become really barkada friends with me because there's also a part that they want to still keep a distance, looking at me as somebody they probably have seen and watched in the past or as an example. But hey, I can hang out with them and party.
That's true.
I've had moments with Mikey and.
Pero ikaw ba parang parang you also look for your friends or look out for them or parang yun, kinukumusta, yung may ganon, you take care of them,
Not as good as I wish I could.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they reach out to you?
Not
yung
also.
inaalagaan ka, yung alagaan ka naman, ayaw mo naman.
Not also. Ayoko. I mean, there are moments when we call each other up. Oh, come on, what's our next get-together, you know? So I tried to reach out, pero you know, if there are moments that they don't reciprocate, what's the point?
Okay, naman.
So I've held back now.
Since it's Pride Day, Pride March today.
Let's give pugay to all my friends. You know, I'm a gay fan. I mean, I'm a fag hag. I love my friends.
And we gays love you. So
I love you guys.
What
Thank
is there
you.
to learn from the gays?
Oh, they're the most honest, the most brave, the most being people.
That's true.
And I connect because they're so honest
That's
and they're
true.
genuine.
That's true.
You know, they'll tell you as it is. That's why when they show me love, what else
Totoo
can I say?
yun.
Yun ang pinaka na.
At todo din, no?
Affirmation.
Yes.
Affirmation.
At napakarami ng bading na nag-deliver ng yun.
Ng lines.
Second rate.
And because of them, naging iconic.
That's true.
Because of you. Let's call a spade a spade.
And then, what can bring people back to the theaters, Cheech?
The fantastic thing about it now is that Atlantis has brought up the ante, right?
Yes,
and now you have 10 Bridges, which is Tuviera, and you have ABS joining forces. So I think even the networks are beginning to think that it's time we bring people back into the live theater where there's more exchange, personal exchange, rather than the digital world where everybody's just, you know, iba talagang nagagawa ng
disiplina ng teatro, do? Dumaan ka ng masterclass, Full Gallop, Arbol de Fuego, then Angels in America. Parang, what's next?
O lahat ata na magagandang role, nakuha mo.
Oo. Hindi pa kulang pa nga. Pwede pa siyang magpasulat.
Gusto ko mag-sunset Boulevard.
Bagay. Bagay naman. Normal Des.
Well, the one that we're supposed to do the part 2 of Angels, but that's still hanging. Depende, di ba? If
Mahirap
Bobby wants
na.
to do it. That's very hard. 4 hours naman. 4
That's
hours
true.
yun.
Yes.
Have you considered
Sunset Boulevard
directing?
na lang.
Yes.
Sunset
Gusto mo
Boulevard.
mag-direct?
Oo, gusto rin
When?
niya.
Why not?
Sa teatro muna. Gusto mo sa teatro o sa pelikula?
don't know. I studied
Oo.
Ricky Lee script writing.
I'm
and he's
studying
from-
that next week.
I heard! Ang ganda ng batch niya. We're supposed
talaga?
to... Oh, Jamie, that's July 3, right?
7. Sunday
Gusto
next
ko kasi
Sunday.
agad-agad ka. Ayan, Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. We're supposed to
9 o'clock.
welcome your
Ayun na,
next batch.
yes.
Ang
Oo
ganda
nga.
ng batch nila. Gusto ko nga sumali ulit because now I'm freer.
What was your script about?
Wala nga ako natapos.
Huy, kailangan mong tapusin.
Kaya nga wala akong graduation.
Nakakahiya. Okay, go.
May time pa ba
Go.
tayo?
Meron last na. Okay, patapos
Kasi
na.
guilty
Go.
ka ako.
Okay.
Well, I was doing Angels. And I was
Yes.
doing Onanay.
Hindi nag-fundraising ka naman.
Yeah. So
Okay,
in
well,
between,
yeah.
hindi lang basta-basta mag-attend ka lang ng Sunday. Siyempre, may
Correct.
exercises.
Correct.
Hindi talaga ako mag-concentrate. My script was about 3 generations. I've always wanted to do that, which I also will eventually, hopefully,
Gawin mo pa
3
rin.
generations of women. So that's
Okay.
my mother, myself, and Bianca.
Okay.
Parang based on,
Pero
not
nagawa
based on,
mo na,
inspired by 3 tall women.
Nasimulan mo na.
Naumpisahan
Kasi
ko
pwede
na.
naman mag-consult kay Ricky with
Yes,
that.
and in fact, we saw
Okay.
Ricky recently, and he mentioned that I should start writing it for a play.
First.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kasi,
movie.
Good yan. Good yan.
it's easier to talk. Kasi sabi niya, mas madaling magsalita.
Yun naman, no, parang yun yung reinvention niya from an actress to a writer. Kasi parang you have a grasp of everything.
It's not easy to write.
And
So
then-
I kudos to writers now. I have more respect. Hindi na ako magko-complain. Mahirap.
And eventually directing, no? Tama
Yes,
naman yun.
Because there's also
Logical
something he told me in the
progression,
first day of class. Write as a writer and not as a director.
Director.
may
And that was what I realized
ganon.
May
na
ganon.
when I began writing with a vision. So I said, mas sigurong director ako, hindi masyado akong writer. So that's when I discovered that there's a specific art and skill in writing.
So
talaga.
iba rin talaga yung mga
Two different
directed by
parts of
Love
your
Diaz,
brain.
written and directed by Love Diaz, or written and directed by Joey Reyes.
Yan ang
Iba rin, di ba?
Solid.
Auteur, di ba yun
Pag
talaga?
writer ka, you can direct. Easy because
okay.
diba, you want to see already how your story goes. But if you're a director, I think it'll be hard to write.
Oh, talaga? Peke naman, production designer, di ba? Visual.
He admits that Wango has
Visual.
to write.
Okay. Maganda
Lalo
rin
na
naman.
pag sa Tagalog, diba?
Oh, let's go to your sana. So, sana for sa sarili. What are your parang hopes for yourself? Now that you're like, nag-birthday ka, nananalo ka pa rin ng awards, ganyan.
Sana.
Okay. Sana. Ano pa yung gusto mo?
Sana hindi pa bumigay yung lakas ng katawan ko para
Okay.
magawa ko lahat ng gusto ko pang gawin.
Like what? A play?
Well, I want to be
Sunset
able
Boulevard. Ganda.
that. I want to be able to, I guess, like you said, get into the digital world and
That's
see how that
true,
happens, how that
Jamie.
goes.
And the book of the Eigenman,
And
kasi
yeah,
legacy
that
yun
would be
eh.
nice. And also, something bigger, like maybe helping a certain advocacy right now,
That's
wherein I
true.
can put myself in time towards the environment,
Yun talaga.
And meron pa rin akong
Kapatid,
sana nagkaroon
ito,
ako ng
Actors
degree.
Hindi, pwede naman
Hanggang ngayon,
yan.
degree. Hindi ko
Actors
natapos
Guild.
ang pag-aaral.
President. Baka pwede yun, no, Cherie?
Malaking
The responsibilidad.
napapag-usapan ng minsan na sana umpisa man lang sa kapisanan ng mga kababaihan sa pelikulang Pilipino.
Kababaihan mo na. Paano naman yung
Kasi ang laki.
Pride March?
Kasama na rin doon.
Okay,
Politics. Have
I
you
know,
considered?
I cannot.
Why?
I'm not political. Hindi kami I'm not very aware of that, so I don't want to talk about something
But
I'm not
last,
so
hope
good about.
okay.
for the country. So you've talked about our community as yun sa entertainment, pero now parang we're as much as well artista as citizens. Now, with everything that's happening in our country,
You know, it's not just our country, but we're facing actual problems in the world.
That's true.
actually,
That's true.
Affecting us.
yeah,
That's true.
not only the
That's
political sphere, but we're talking about certain things that are beyond our control now. like climate change, like
Yeah, that's true.
shortage of water.
That's
Yes.
true.
I think we should just start coming together as one and love each other in peace and put our efforts into helping our environment so that the future can also
That's
be
true.
sustained.
It's
Oh,
to
ano
be
na naman
sustainable
titira?
na.
We're very
Totoo.
close to losing water in all
Oo, na
areas.
basic,
Yes.
di ba?
The basic.
Yeah.
So, we have to plant more trees. Do that na lang.
It's
Kung
raining
nakikita
na,
mo
wala
doing
pa rin
that.
water.
Oo,
diba?
kulang pa rin sa
Mahina
ugat,
na.
di ba? Oo.
Ayusin na natin yung problemang yan.
So nakikita mo, lending your voice to that.
Yes, I see. I
Iboto si
hear.
Miss Cherie.
For environment.
That I want to do, yeah.
But despite everything, Cherie, what makes you proud to be a Filipino now?
The fact that we never falter. We're a
Never give up.
resilient
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
Resilient.
True.
That's true.
Yeah, regardless of how they speak about or against our country, that doesn't define me.
That's true.
The politics, that does not define me.
Nah, that's true.
I have put my heart and soul
We
into
are
this
beyond
country.
that.
I have come back home
Yeah.
in spite of it. A price to pay because my
Yeah.
kids and my ex-husband finds New York or America as their home.
Yeah.
But for me, my heart's still here, and
But
I
in the
continue to love what I do, and
what-
it's given me back a lot.
And they say what the politicians cannot do, what media cannot do, the artists can.
It
Yes.
has to
Why?
continue to survive.
That's true. That's
Sana
true.
tayo na lang magtulungan because we
Yes.
feed each other's souls. It's the soul.
Ganda. Happy
Ganda
birthday! Happy birthday,
thank
Cherie!
you.
Happy birthday din nila. Pero yan na.
Ayan na,
Kailangan
blow,
ng
blow.
yan, iboblow.
Blow, blow,
Meron
blow.
kayong ano? Yan
Pasensya na, hindi nila
Jamie,
nakikita
nag-ano ka
dahil nasa
ba?
radyo. We're
Meron
just
ba
gonna
ganun?
do-
Wala. So, merong match? Or what?
Lighter.
Mga lighter, hindi ba nag-ano?
Di balik ko na rin na happy.
Sige, mamaya
We're
na
just
lang.
gonna
Yan.
do the job of
Happy
blowing here.
Okay. Ma'am, for
Okay.
picture taking.
Happy birthday to me. Ako lang nakikanta. I'm proud. Happy Bawal ang fire dito.
Thank you
so
very much. It was
Ang ganda,
a-
we have pa naman the LGBTQ colors
That's
here.
true.
Right? Ko, ikaw pa, Noel, you're nothing but a second grade trying hard. I love you. Copycat! I love you. Oh my God.
It's my honor.
It's
My honor.
Nahiya ako kayo
I'm done.
Dito
I can
na.
change now. Ito may Urian outfit.
Wow, pinagsamahan natin.